be fine. All right, so
All things
I'm
Did you hear that?
I just
and all things considered, that's my favorite show on NPR. So
Mine's wait, don't tell me.
wait, don't tell me. Don't tell me what yours is.
wait, don't tell me what your favorite is.
Wait,
No,
wait.
The favorite. Wait, don't tell me.
Wait, don't tell him yet.
And
Yeah,
mine-
that's mine.
And mine is when they talk about cars all the time.
Who is
but it's
commenting as Planet Ant
part of
to us
American
right now
life.
on our thing?
What?
Somebody's commenting. Okay, we're online on everything, you guys. Oh, I fixed it.
All right,
again.
we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
We ready to roll for the show?
I'm ready to roll for the show. Hey, everybody. So we are here. We are live right now. You guys might know we have a podcast called the Homerphilia podcast. We release an episode weekly, but lately we've been doing these live call-in shows in light of the coronavirus pandemic. So we're going to open up the lines for some calls and all this fun stuff. But the actual audio that will go as the podcast released in a few weeks from now will be what starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are live again. Simpsons.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back and stronger than ever, some would say.
Yeah,
Stronger
it's
than ever.
Highlander rules.
This virus will not destroy America's favorite podcast.
Hey, Andy.
What?
Devin and I were talking, and we both have real mics, and you don't have a real mic. And
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it's a power move that you think you're better than us.
I just think I'm louder.
You think you're louder than us?
I think it's a scientific fact
That
that
you're-
I'm louder than both of you.
So that means you don't need a microphone?
Name two scientists that said that.
Yeah, name two scientists that have said
Professor
that.
Frank and Dr.
Professor
Science.
Fink.
I'm going to...
Dr. Science MD.
I just put the numbers up. The lines are open, so anybody who wants to call in, the number is up.
Listen,
And hopefully this works.
this is the basis of my comedy, is to just be as loud and sonically abrasive as possible, and people can't help but laugh.
Well, Sonic's abrasive because he's the hedgehog, got all those spikes.
Yeah, he hurts people with his back spikes. I hurt.
He
people
does
with
hurt
my-
people.
He hurts people with his back spikes. My goal in life is to hurt people with my laughter.
Sonic also has hurt me with his words and his actions, and sometimes the things he doesn't do that he says he's going to do.
Yeah, and you know what? His buddy, he's got two tails, and that's not fair because I don't have any.
Correct. Well, anymore, because you had the one when you were a kid, but you had.
Is
You
that
said it was
canon?
an accident, but your parents make it sound like you did it on purpose.
I, as an 8-year-old, wanted to understand why I could hang from trees and my friends couldn't. And the doctor, when I went to, thought that I was saying I didn't like
Hello,
it. but
caller. You're on Homerphilia.
Yeah, I just want to say I think you guys should stop streaming right now.
Is this Luke?
Okay. No.
Is this Luke?
No, I'm just
Who we got
saying.
here?
Dude, you have
People are stuck at home and they're worried.
you got
and
an
you're being
incredibly
swearing.
you got an incredibly
cussing.
recognizable voice. You should never prank call anybody.
I'm not prank calling. This is a genuine concern for
You're
the public.
concerned about our quarantine stream?
I'm just saying. All I want to say is you guys should clean it up a little bit. There was a couple cusses. Okay.
Yeah, that was on me.
I'm not sure.
I was super frustrated with the technical end of things, and I let it
Are
get
we
the
getting-
worst of me.
I had to call my mom. I was really upset.
What'd
I
she say
called her. I
about
was
it?
like, "This. I don't even know what to do. I'm rattled right
If you
now,
want,
so.
you can give her give me her number, and I'll call her from the show, and we'll apologize live on the air.
And then you'll try to slide up in her fucking DMs again? No
Maybe
way,
I
dude.
will. Maybe I won't.
Now,
Well, yeah.
Luke, correct me
I
if
know
I'm
you.
wrong, but I heard that your mom makes you listen to the edited version of all the podcasts. She goes in and puts in bleeps during the swears for you to listen to, right?
No, she actually died editing podcasts, so that's kind of a touchy subject.
That's been my dream, is to die at the end.
I give her my
There
catalog
were-
for that week of what I'm
there were
listening
so
to, and then
many-
she edits out the effing and jeffing. And then she actually died on a run of the dollop.
Wow. Yeah, those little filthy boys. It was so shocking to her that she just keeled over.
Oh my God, it was ridiculous. They're doing the Spanish flu and with this whole pandemic thing, and she couldn't handle it, the stress. Hey guys, speaking of my dead mom, follow me on Twitter at Gorilla Shark.
Did you just call us in to plug your new
Gorilla
Twitter?
Shark.
You
What'd you
called
say?
in to plug your Twitter.
I am thrilled Luke's on Twitter.
Legitimately, yeah, that's pretty much what
That's
I thought.
awesome. Follow Luke's Twitter, everybody. Was it Gorilla Shark?
Gorilla Shark, you spell gorilla like the
All right, here.
communist,
Wait. You can't tell him how to spell it yet. I want to know what your best tweet is so far since starting Twitter. And if it's good, I'll share your...
I would say, off the top of my head, I would say I got a small dick, but I'm nice and thick. Thick boy.
Okay.
I know. Pretty good.
That's not
Like
bad.
that. I like that. How are you holding up in this global crisis?
Well, I got a letter from my job that I'm fired, so, you know,
Wow.
pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm calling the union. I'll get it squashed.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell
yeah.
The confidence in
I
that
love-
is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a couple of Italian
Luke-
guys in there, you know what I'm saying?
Are you one of them?
Am I what?
Sorry, I'm opening Cheez-It.
Is Leger Italian?
Yeah, is it Italian?
No, it's, unfortunately, most Italians don't work anymore, so.
What are you?
I'm an American, Darren. You need to
I
stop
know, I'm
questioning
not.
my ethnicity.
I'm not.
I'm tired of your xenophobia.
I'm not trying
and
to
the
be
paranoia
xenophobic.
that I'm bringing the viruses all over the ant.
I'm not annoyed
Well,
by
it's called
any...
Well, we do call it the Italian virus.
I heard that's called the
Homerphilia, not
Palermo
xenophobia.
sickness.
That's the name of the shit.
Though we did throw that
Yes,
in there
or
as
they
an
also
idea
call it
at the
the,
beginning,
Lombardi
calling us
lung, so.
xenophobia.
The Lombardi lung? That's great.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's all my material. I'll let you guys go. That's all I got. Follow me at Gorilla Shark.
All right, buddy.
Hey, Luke, it's good to hear
Gorilla
you. It's good to hear you, buddy. Hope you're doing
Yeah, I'm
well.
glad you guys are all alive. Except for Devin, because I'm jealous of his lion-like hair.
What are you
So
talking
good.
about? My hair's more lion-like than his.
Shut up, Darren.
Dude,
I don't know about that. Have you
are
seen
you
his?
kidding me?
No, he's got
Look
a
at
thick
this.
mane, dude.
Look at this thick fucking mane.
I got dummy thick
I
hair.
don't know.
Oh, you
I feel like
think that
I feel like Devin's is all natural. You put a lot of like product in
I
there.
don't put
Dude.
shit in here. I've been painting rooms all day, dude.
Is that the secret? Like paint chips fall in your hair and it gets a nice.
That's
flick?
Lead paint. You eat them.
Oh no, my doctor told me I can't.
My
eat
favorite
paint
salt
no
and
more,
vinegar
so.
paint chips.
And it's not even because of the chemicals. He's just like, you're fat as fuck, dude. He's like, you got to stop eating anything. I was like, oh, okay.
Your doctor sounds like a brutally honest guy. He just says stuff like that to you?
Yeah, dude. And then he was like, what's your mom's number? I had to call her about something. And that's the first time she hooked up with, you know what I'm saying? So it's the whole thing I'm going with,
know.
you know, like people keep tricking me and then giving them my mom's number. It's like terrible.
Man, that's
You do
My
seem
doctor-
susceptible to getting tricked.
Yeah,
My doctor's
yeah.
always like, "You're too nice. You're too good looking. You work too hard. You give too much." That's everything my doctor tells me.
Are your parents your doctors? Are you like self-care?
Yeah.
Those sound
Yeah,
like lies.
Yeah,
Dr. Mom, Dr. Dad.
Dr.
That's
Dad.
sweet.
well, Luke, you got any parting words for the masses tuning in right now?
Yeah, I would say donate to Planet Ant. Is
Hell
that
yeah.
still going on?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking
Always.
throw some love and some money that way. Keep the community going. But also, more importantly, way more important than that, and more important than social distancing,
Yeah.
I would just say follow me at Gorilla Shark. And, you know,
Good for you, buddy.
I'm like 8
Hell
years
yeah.
late to this Twitter thing, but I'm bringing the thunder now. So,
Hell yeah.
all right, guys.
And
I'll
that's
see you
like
around.
Rage Against the Machine gorilla, not big,
Yeah, for
big
sure. The
scary
cool
animal.
gorilla, not those disgusting fucking disease monsters. No, I'm talking about like
Wow, guy. Wow, that's a lot. You really got
Yeah,
hostile there.
they keep saying that bats are responsible, but I'm looking at you, fucking silverbacks.
All right.
That's what I think.
Well, you let us know. You keep us updated on your quest to figure out the origin
Yeah.
of
I got a
COVID-19.
blog about it. So
Okay.
I'll link the blog in the comments. So.
That's
Nice.
good.
Luke, if you get to the bottom of this, you need to call back in.
Oh, I will. I'll probably call him. Yeah, within the week, I'll definitely have some more info on these fucking monsters we
Okay.
call fucking
All right. All right.
great
guy.
apes.
Well, it's good to have you. Let's open the line for some new callers. Luke, it's good to hear your voice. Hey, follow
Miss you, buddy.
Gorilla Shark on Twitter, everybody.
Gorilla Shark, baby.
Why is he so hostile towards silverback gorillas?
I think his cousin got taken away by one.
Oh, it was that kid on the that got pulled into the container.
Yeah.
No, the silverback was just the CPS
Okay.
officer making the house call to his
Oh, we got another call.
cousin's house.
Hey, caller, you are on Homerphilia Live. Who do we have?
Yo, what up, though?
That's Coates again, right?
Hey, Coates.
Oh.
What's
Hello, Coach.
what's going on, fellas?
Oh, you know, I'm just eating Cheez-Its. Oh, yeah, we could talk Simpsons. I forgot about that.
I see. I'm coming live and direct. 20 Atwater. I'm on these streets directing traffic, even though there's no traffic.
You're directing
I'm out.
traffic?
Even though there's no traffic.
In
I'm
what
directing.
context? In what context here? I'm confused.
He's calling
What'd
us
you
from the middle of the street, directing traffic, even though nobody's outside.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Andy.
Do you have like the little white traffic cop gloves on?
I refuse to wear those gloves.
Okay, good.
I'm glad you're taking a stand.
What?
So I'm glad you're taking a stand. They can't just make people wear gloves. It's trash.
Oh, I
Yeah.
wear gloves, and I have on the mask, too. I'm being corona-free out here.
Hell yeah.
It's good to see y'all doing it again. I saw y'all go on. I just wanted to say shout out to you. As far as Luke, I understand what he was talking about. When I went and saw my doctor, a little small Ethiopian lady, she told me I was morbidly obese. If I don't lose weight, I'm going to die. So I don't know if she was gearing me up for corona or not, but that's something I had to adhere to.
Here's the thing is, there's a very real chance that we all die here in the next couple weeks or months. So why not just live it up?
I don't know.
I think that's a bad way to think about things.
That's
Yeah.
a bad way to look at things.
I think it's a bad way to look at things.
I know. That's why I said I would never go back to that doctor again,
Really?
and I haven't went back.
Oh yeah.
You guys, I just got a notification from our Restream service, and it says 30,000 people are watching Tfue stream Fortnite.
Are you serious?
Oh, that's what I was supposed to be doing right
Yeah. How come
Shit!
How come this whiny little kid playing Fortnite can get 30,000 listeners? Or I'm sorry, watchers. I don't get it, you guys. What are we doing wrong?
I think one is that our style of comedy is extremely alienating.
We're unlikable. That's one part.
We're three unlikable gentlemen who
Okay.
have gone down a rabbit hole of very esoteric comedy that that scares and alienates the majority of the people that tune into this
What do you
at any
think-
given time.
Andy, what do
That's
you think?
correct.
What do you think your what is your favorite isolating comedic joke you can think of?
Oh, good. I love getting put on the spot.
Okay, Devin, how about you?
I would say it's mostly my voice and mannerisms and how I always just talk in the same voice to do bits. That's probably alienating. And then I think our most alienating thing is that we're always doing like horrific body modification.
Oh, yeah.
Horror, where all of our bits are about like getting fucked up, scary
Yeah.
surgeries that make your body mushy and
Yeah,
shitty and all
rot
fucked
gut,
up and
silly
like
string gut, bed of vegetables,
Well,
Yeah, the
chili hot
vegetable.
tub. Yeah, we do have a lot of really visceral bodily things going on this podcast.
peach nuts.
Hey, fellas,
As
I got to
a,
roll.
Oh yeah, coach.
What's up? I just wanted to say shout out to Anna, shout out to Andy, shout out to everybody at Planet Ant. Miss y'all, love y'all. Donate everybody who hear this. Donate, 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 donate. Give that money up. Donate.
Yeah, thank you for
Hell
that.
yeah.
Well, stay safe out there, coach. It's always good to hear your voice.
Thank you. Love y'all, brother.
Love you too.
Y'all
Bye.
be safe.
get out of the street. Get out of the middle of the street. Nobody needs a traffic cop right now.
Okay, we already got another call.
Wow. All right.
Hello, caller. You're on Homerphilia. Who do we have on the line?
Hi. I was trying to get tickets for tonight's show.
Sanitize.
Hey.
What up?
What's
What
up?
up?
I thought I was watching the live stream, but maybe it's delayed.
Yeah,
so,
it's totally delayed.
okay.
There's like about like a 10-second delay on it, I think. Just in case somebody like does something super terrible, we can wait 10 seconds and then see it happen. Because we don't have any type of
We have no
type
control
of
further than
firewall.
that.
So
There's a lot of
Just
I heard about
advice
Andy
for
on the
anybody that
toilet,
calls in: if you call in, don't pay attention to the live stream while you're on the phone because it's a very disorienting
Yeah.
experience.
it is. It hurts bad. Hey Andy, is there any way you can go in your settings and turn your mic up?
Mic up.
Yeah. I can turn you down
like
here.
really loud, like louder than everybody. So
Whose voice is the loudest, Dan?
right now,
Yeah.
probably Tony Coates, I think. No. I
Whose
think it's
voice do you
Darren.
miss the most,
Probably
Dan?
Darren. Do I miss the most?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody.
Oh, he did a crying cop
Oh,
out. He
man.
did a crying bit so he didn't have to single one of us out. That's smart. That's good comedy right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I miss Luke's mom the most.
Hell yeah, buddy. You and me,
Yeah,
me
me
both.
Facebook has been really trying to get me to meet her, which is a little creepy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I highly recommend you check out the picture of her on Facebook. It's she's holding a giant can of some sort of bean concoction. It's
That's
really,
great.
It's pretty terrifying.
Dan, what have you
I think
been?
Nick,
How you been handling the? Are you like hardcore quarantined or what are you doing?
I am. I'm in an undisclosed location. I've got my, most of my firearms with me.
Most of them.
I have a question though. So I've been hoarding toilet paper like everybody's been saying to do.
Right.
But when are you allowed to flush it?
After 3 uses.
Okay, because it's getting kind
I
of
heard
bad.
we're supposed to all let it
I don't
clog
know.
up and do one big flush all at the same time.
Yeah, I heard you were supposed to do front, back, side, then dispose of it.
Yes.
No, you got to do your mouth,
Okay,
front,
both-
back, mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, both sides of the paper, or
One use front, one use back, one use thin
In
side
your mouth.
in your mouth.
okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm learning, guys. This is the first time
That's
for
okay.
me, doing this.
I will start.
This is the first time
What?
you've been through a global pandemic?
Yeah,
No,
I
first
haven't done. I
using toilet
haven't
paper.
done this before. I
amateur.
don't know. No, everything's cutting out.
That's one of the signs you got the virus.
Yeah. If everybody's cutting
Yeah.
out, that means you've probably got coronavirus.
I'm okay with it. I mean, what?
We're gonna beat
what
this
more
thing,
is there
buddy.
to live for, really?
We're
We're
gonna
What?
beat
Some
this
of
thing.
us are going to beat this thing.
The majority of us are going to beat this thing. Some of us are not.
God damn it,
I'm just-
Andy.
I'm just excited to get back to work. I'm really excited the president's kind of cracking down, and enough lollygagging. Let's get this country back Let's get this ship sailing, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, Dan, of all the types of gagging there is, lollygagging is my least favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think it's underrated personally, but
Yeah. Okay.
I hear you. Well, I'm done. This is a difficult format.
For this world.
I'm not gonna make any proclamations. I wouldn't announce it on Homerphilia if I was gonna do something drastic, or maybe I would. I don't know.
Is there another podcast you would go to that you think is better than ours?
I would probably do it on
There's
WTF if it was me.
There's other Simpsons podcasts I would announce my suicide on before yours, and I'm sorry about that. That's just the way it is.
Well,
I get it.
I'm disappointed.
You guys are moving up the ranks. I think if you up your fan base a little bit, then I'll reconsider where I announce my suicide. But
Dan,
fair enough.
Dan, by design, we are in it for the long haul. We have a 17-year endeavor that we have set out upon. Believe you me, by the end of this, we will be laughing at all the other Simpsons podcasts, all the way to the metaphorical bank.
We're only like 30 episodes into this thing, so we don't even want a lot of people watching yet.
Yeah,
No, this is a slow burn.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
It's the ultimate slow burn of comedy is doing this fucking show. It's the biggest joke of all. This thing that we're gonna devote the vast, like not the majority of our adult lives is gonna go to this show, and nobody fucking cares, but we're still gonna do it and have a great time.
Yeah,
I think it's good. I
would
have a question. So if you guys start dying out like the Who or something like that,
Right?
Will you carry on the Homerphilia name when it's down to like one of you? Will you just fill in with like?
Well,
I would say as the most likely one to go first, I would be happy to be replaced on this show if that meant these two.
Wait, why do you think that you're the most likely to go first?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
What logic are you using?
Just general like health guidelines.
Have you
So
shown your medical reports to each other?
Host.
I mean, I feel like it should be like
Soon.
the presidency where you guys have to just declare what conditions you might be in.
We should get a physical together.
Yes,
I'll do them
together.
I'll do them. I'll do Devin's. Andy, you do mine, and then Devin, you do Andy's.
Okay,
We don't
and
give
then-
each other a physical.
Yeah, and then Dan, you have to watch
You're the referee.
to make sure there's
for
no.
the combat portion of the physical.
Yeah.
For the
I
physical challenge
already
part.
donated to the fundraiser, man.
For the obstacle
I paid
course.
my dues.
Yeah.
Dan, don't fuck us, dude. Don't fuck us, Dan. Don't.
I think you. What?
Nothing. You think what?
No, I think there could be another fundraiser potential though if you guys all gave yourselves physicals and had like a running donation stream.
We're just gonna do a live
like a
stream of
live-
us. So you're saying you think that a live stream of us getting physicals would do better than a live stream of Homerphilia?
Probably.
Yes.
It's worth testing.
I
don't
guess
know,
it is
you know.
worth testing.
Yeah.
Why does Devin's
Yeah.
screen keep getting small? Oh, now it's too big. God damn it. Devin,
I'm not in control of any of that. I want to be clear.
Yes.
I would
That's
like
all.
way more things to be happening on this screen.
okay, what do you want to happen?
I just a lot more pictures, maybe some gifts up there. Just
What do you want to gift
maybe
of?
a ticker tape, like stocks. Where things are
I
headed.
can make the Homerphilia.
breaking news.
I can make the Homerphilia logo just float around a lot.
Oh man,
Cool.
yeah, that's cool.
Folks,
See?
you some tips you want to see on the live stream and more up.
All right, I'm gonna make the Homerphilia float. Whoa!
Whoa.
Is it moving around?
Whoa.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. That's
This is
good.
high
Right?
tech, and I'm impressed.
That's some high tech stuff right
Um,
there.
Well, I gotta call Luke's mom, so I should probably
Okay.
go.
Love you,
But
Don't
Dan.
blame you, buddy.
oh, that's good.
Love you,
Maybe
Dan.
just maybe to cover the face of the person talking, so you know.
Oh yeah, I can't keep up with that.
Anyway, keep it going, guys. It's amazing. You're winning over hearts and minds with your valiant work.
Yeah, well, one day we'll be able to be in the same room again together, and then the show will be a lot more fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as we figure
love
out how to
fluid.
do it, Devin loves fluid.
Don't be sharing fluids. don't be. That's dangerous right now.
It is dangerous.
Just from the bottom half of my body, none of the top.
None of the
Yeah.
top fluids.
Every CDC doctor I've heard of said bottom half fluids is totally okay.
Yeah, top half fluids,
Okay.
not good. Bottom
You
half fluids.
Well, I
You can
trust
spray
you.
both ends as long as the ends are the front.
Yeah.
and
Doctor
not
said
the bottom.
me spraying out of both ends is totally fine, or both sides from the same end.
Both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. We use the toilet paper. All right. See you, cats.
All right, Dan, love you. Thanks for calling in.
Love you guys. Bye.
All right, we did it, everybody. We did it.
Something about his tone of voice led me to believe that he was being a little sarcastic about how thankful he was for our services.
Yeah. I don't think that.
Thank you for the notes, Dan.
Yeah, thank you for the notes. Well,
Now, when I'm using toilet paper, I will wipe back to front, and I will work my way around the front, up my navel, up my chest, up my neck, over my mouth and eyes. That way I'm getting a wipe for the whole, all of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Clean my whole body.
I'm right on board with you. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. No streaks,
Yeah,
because it just dissipates as it gets closer to your mouth.
exactly. Darren?
I don't support this content.
I
think
like
that
The
maybe
CDC recommends it.
I know
the CDC
how
recommends it.
we were just talking about how we isolate people with our like visceral, disgusting comedy,
Yeah.
and the first thing we go to after a caller gets off the air is Devin wiping not just back to front, but back to front all the way up your body to your
back
mouth.
to front up. Yeah.
That's not.
back to front up.
You guys, we
It's like
are
a cheat code in a video
isolating.
game,
We
buddy.
are.
Back, front, up.
Yeah.
This is how you isolate a group of people that could potentially be fans they just hate us.
Yes. No, I want to be clear. I did not mean I was going to change.
Oh yeah, we just
I just
are
know
acknowledging.
why.
We're acknowledging the isolation.
I also have a CDC recommended wiping strategy, and that is neck to back to pussy to crack.
So you start at the okay,
I start neck to back to pussy to crack.
I have
which means you have to skip the butt for a while.
Right.
You go
Oh,
the
yeah.
back of your neck, your back,
Yeah.
skip the butthole, go to your pussy, and then work your way back to the butt for a little.
okay, you guys.
Round two.
So my process is a little bit different than both of yours. So I start with my head, and then I go to my shoulders, and then I go to my knees and my toes, and then my knees again, and then my toes again. So that's my strategy here.
Well, sure, because sometimes you get so much shit on your knees and toes, you got to hit them twice.
Yeah. There's so
Well,
much.
The
there's
below
so
the
much
waist
to
stuff,
clean up
though,
at your
the
knees.
below the waist stuff gets double wiped. So it's head, shoulders, knees and
Yeah.
toes, knees and toes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, I have a unique shitting and a very unique wiping style. So frequently, when I'm in the bathroom, I do wait until no one is in there, so they can't even see what I'm doing. Because you can see under the stall doors me wiping
Yeah.
the shit off of my toes sometimes.
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
I love it. See,
Hey,
here's the thing. I know that sometimes people might be alienated by our gross out humor,
right.
but I, at heart, am an improviser, and as such, I am a student of Del Close and his idea about truth in comedy. So I joke about what I know, and what I know is silly gut and sleeping on a big gross bag of vegetables.
Yep.
And I'm not going to change.
You guys, I put my cat in the frame, so I think we're gonna get more viewers now.
Hopefully.
I think that if we I think that even our disgusting bodily humor can't overpower a cat that is just attentively watching. And
They're going to
listening.
say our disgusting bodies.
Our disgusting
too.
bodies.
Even our
That too.
disgusting bodies.
Devin, I feel
Here,
like it's
this
got
is-
something to do with you rocking so much that the camera keeps like adjusting, and and then it's resizing.
You want
your...
more red light, you said?
Yeah, give
that
us more
sounds
red light.
Is this good?
It's not. I mean, it's fine. That's great. Just can you hold it stable? I think it's the stability that we need.
I should not be in a rocking chair. You're correct.
You can be in a rocking chair. It's just every time you rock real hard, your image resizes when your camera refocuses, and then it fucks me. It just fucks me.
Gotcha. That makes
That's
sense.
But it's okay.
Well,
I think it's
rock
I
will
think
never die.
For me, I think it's kind of inspiring and heartwarming to think that everybody's body is disgusting and I'm not alone in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bodies are just
It's-
gross. And as soon as there's a kitty, as soon as we get comfortable with the fact that we're all disgusting on the inside, we can all move on and be happy together.
I
Did
agree.
you say disgusting on the inside?
And outside everywhere. Yeah. Dude, have you ever seen the inside of a person? It's fucking gross.
Yeah, I watch a lot of surgery videos usually. When I'm not
Dude.
watching The Simpsons, I am watching a lot of surgery videos.
Surgery.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna give.
I saw
my-
a C-section.
Cool, dude.
You saw a
I
C-section?
thought Darren was going to talk. I saw a C-section on the Science Channel when I was in 4th grade,
Really?
and it was.
Right.
I wasn't watching it at school. I just flipped to it while I was watching TV, and I could not look away. So I've
That's-
always been a student of amateur surgery, and that's how I got into performing so much amateur surgery.
I think that we just uncorked a lot of your sense of humor and personality in that little reveal right there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you connect the dots, and it all goes right back to when I saw a C-section once.
Yeah.
You guys,
yeah, that makes sense.
I gave my cat her own camera, so maybe that'll
I
get
see
us
that.
more.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So now we
Did your
have a
cat watch the episode?
She did watch the episode with me.
Do we want to talk about it a little bit? Holy
Yeah, let's
fucking
do it.
shit. This is a good
Yeah,
one.
this was a fucking showstopper. I love this episode. So
Yeah, it was
all
pretty solid.
timer. It's an all-timer.
It's still not my favorite.
Still not your favorite?
Nope, it's not.
Interesting.
I know.
I'm gonna
Devil-
comment my picture in the chat right now because I made a "You Are Devin Rose" night post like a week or two ago, maybe a month ago,
Oh,
That's right.
from this episode.
yeah.
This is one of the most famous episodes of The Simpsons ever. Guest starring one Dustin Hoffman as Mr. Bergstrom, Lisa's substitute
Dustin-
teacher.
See Hoffy.
Fun fact, Darren,
Yes.
this was still at a time when I guess guest appearances on TV shows were not something that movie stars did or were proud of.
Yeah.
So Dustin Hoffman is credited in the episode as under the pseudonym
Devin Rosenai.
Devin Rosenai, under the pseudonym Sam Edick, like Semitic.
Oh, okay.
So his name in the credits is Sam Edick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why when I do The Simpsons, I will be credited under my name, The Irishman.
Yeah. And me under Sil E Gut.
Wait a minute.
S-I-L capital E period gut.
Like Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
Where's your cat going, Darren?
It's going onto my lap, ironically. So now I.
That's
have
what we're talking about.
to refocus the cat camera onto my
Oh, yeah.
lap. All right, cat. You
Love the
gotta
cat cam.
cat. You gotta sit or lay or do something that's not just standing right here. No, don't leave.
Do a flip, please.
Oh,
Yeah, don't tell your cat what to do, man.
now she's going back to the place where
Yeah.
the camera already was on her. Only this time she's facing the other way.
Cool. I love good cat back.
Yeah, good cat cam. Oh, look, see, somebody
of-
even our comment is somebody said I came for the kitty cam. Hi, Dev.
Hell yeah.
So somebody,
Ooh, who's in there?
dude, we've gotten like
Check it out.
10 more viewers since we turned the kitty cam on.
Fuck yeah. It's
Hey, shout out to my buddy Autumn Elbers.
Okay, look at the camera. Come on, get us some followers.
So speaking of kitties, in the early goings in this episode, Bart raises a big stink in his classroom with his show and tell performance of a video of a VHS videotape of his cat giving birth, and he's giving play-by-play commentary. And he on the
This is like me watching the C-section when I was a kid. This is the same age. This is what happened.
Yeah. He drew a cat with a little cat inside of it, and then on the blackboard under that he wrote how cats are born, the ugly truth. And he's just showing a cat birth to his classmates, and he's like, this is the one we kept. That little gray one got eaten by its mother, and all the kids are just mortified.
If I play it in reverse, it looks like it's going back in.
And that's when he totally loses everybody. Which, again, right in line with Homerphilia's sense of humor and views. We love gross out shit. So,
Yep.
Good on you, Bart.
Earth is one of very Homer.
Devin, you are cutting out, buddy.
Oh no.
What happened? Where'd you go? Did we lose you?
What's the contingency plan if I cut out?
I
don't know.
I remove your window and I move my window to where your window used to be, and then you call back.
Oh. I thought it would be more ceremonial or something, like I would be removed from the podcast forever or something.
Yeah, you'd be launched into the sun.
As your religion warrants.
Yeah, yes, exactly. See, yeah, we are like losing the actual flow of this show because we can't like just rail off a bit forever. We're constantly just making sure that we're not trying to talk over each other.
One of the hallmarks of the show is all of us yelling at the same time, sometimes about 3 completely different things.
But at least we can follow it when we're in the same room.
Yeah.
Devin, I swear, I'm having the biggest amount of trouble right now with this text size. Your fucking window keeps changing size. And
I'm not even moving.
I know, man. I thought it was your fault, and now I'm thinking maybe it isn't your fault. But
Look at that kitty.
Yeah, the cat cam's
so
great,
tired.
dude. The cat cam is good. You guys want an update on my sick cat? Look at her. She's still tired, but she's not sick. Yeah, she's so much better.
She's doing good, huh?
Yeah, she's doing a lot better. That's my update. That's all of the update of the cat.
I love that. Cute
What
kitty.
is her medicine, and may I have some?
It's just cat antibiotics.
Cool.
And no, because the cat needs the help.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And
what if I offer you more money than the cat is offering you for the antibiotic?
The cat's not.
And cat
cat
antibiotics is a party drug, right? That shit gets you fucked up.
Yeah, it's VHS head cleaner, cat antibiotics, and then you can also use them as party drugs.
Yeah, right.
I really liked so Mrs. Hoover leaves Lisa's class because she thinks she has Lyme disease, which is very funny. She freaks out. She freaks out when she thinks it's going to her brain. But watching Principal Skinner teach third graders was very funny to me. He was teaching them what a schwa is, like the upside down E in like linguistics. Like, why would a third grader ever need to know what a schwa is? That was really funny to me.
I like hearing Principal Skinner being competent with what he's talking about. Like, his discussion of Lyme disease was great.
Yeah.
It's like nice to hear that he is like competent. But it's also funny to hear how out of touch he is with children that age.
Yeah. He just has he knows a bunch of stuff. He has no idea what a third grader learns. Like
No,
like,
that is not upside down. That's what you'd call a schwa.
a schwa. Yeah, like what?
Gives a
That's just
shit.
funny. Yeah. Like even when you get to an actual linguistics class, like, all right, whatever. Like, okay, it's an upside down E. Cool. And then enter Cowboy Bergstrom.
Ooh,
Not Bergmans.
confusing.
I got confused about. Not Detroit area notable comedian Alex Bergmans, Mr. Bergstrom, who's wearing a cowboy
Hey, while we're
hat.
talking about Bergman's, follow on Twitter, Serious Mang, Mang. His Twitter game's been phenomenal lately, making me laugh a lot. Anyway,
Making me laugh a lot.
I don't think
in
he
these
plugged his own
trying
Twitter.
times.
Yeah, and these crying times.
And these crying times, so important that we laugh today more than ever, I think.
I concur.
Do we have anybody that wants to call in?
I'm not getting
Seems
any
like
calls.
Seems like no.
Does anyone
All
want to call in and discuss whether or not I should buy expensive rollerblades? I really want to, but I am going to be laid off starting tomorrow.
You shouldn't.
So
Now, how expensive are we talking?
like $200.
$200?
$200.
Yeah, that's.
But rollerblading is very cool.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, it is.
Should I put $200 on my credit card that I don't have because I've been talking about rollerblades a lot lately?
I want people to call in and give their opinions. Listen, we're a Simpsons podcast. On our usual show, we talk about the Simpsons very infrequently. So we will talk about whatever you want to talk about. We just want to hear from you. We want to give people a chance to have some fun and dick around for a while everybody's locked up at home. So call in as yourself. Maybe we have some fun characters call in. Talk about Devin's roller skates. Whatever you want.
Blades. Oh
yeah.
God,
sorry.
blades.
Blades. Sorry. Blades.
Humiliating.
I'm sorry. I would never want to confuse you with a roller skater.
Yeah.
You're not a skater boy. You're a blader boy.
No, I'm a see you later boy.
So I'm wearing a cowboy hat. I'm wearing a cowboy hat in honor of Mr. Bergstrom, who starts this episode dressed as a Texas cowboy from 1830 to teach the little kids about the life on the range. I think it's funny.
I love this run.
Yeah, in 1990, it was totally cool for a substitute teacher to come in wielding pop guns and blasting them into the air.
We're at this point it's 91, right? We're 7 years before Columbine, so different era.
Different era.
You know, it's kind of come full circle because teachers are supposed to have guns now. We're getting a call.
Is that a caller? Oh boy. Darren.
Hello, caller.
Hey guys, Luke again.
Oh, thanks. Good.
Yes.
What are you guys? What are
Do
you
you
guys
have
doing?
information?
We're still doing the same. We're doing the same thing.
What?
Yeah, we're talking about The Simpsons, kind of.
Oh, my bad. I'm just kind of lonely. I didn't know you guys were still podcasting. Is this a bad time?
No, that's fine.
No, Luke, we're actually not live anymore. It's just us and you, so you can say any stuff you want.
Say all.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hey, I got that rash checked out, and it's not an STD because apparently you have to have sex with another person to get one of those.
Yeah, you do.
Sick, dude. So what is
that's
the
what I was
rash,
telling
then?
You know what the rash is, buddy?
What?
Was it poison oak like we told you?
No, apparently it's just from being a big fat stink monster, he said. My doctor's really mean.
He used the term stink monster?
He said stink monster.
Really
He said,
do
you
man.
wash yourself? I said, you mean like chill out on the couch and watch TV? And he was like, you're a fucking retard. And I was like, that's not a PC word anymore. And he was like, you need to leave my office.
Wow, yeah,
But he's like,
dude,
your
your
mo- your
doctor's
mom
really
can stay.
abrasive.
I went
Yeah.
into the doctor recently, and he just said, Devin, you got a fucked up, ugly mouth. It's ugly and fucked up, and it's trash. And I said, that is not what I am here to have looked at. And he made me leave his office.
Dude, you shouldn't have
Wow.
referred me to your doctor because that dude's a
sorry.
jerk.
My doctor made me leave because he said my mouth was too pretty.
Oh, it is true though.
Yeah, yeah. But he made me leave. He was like, "Your mouth is too
Did he
pretty."
say pretty? Did he pronounce it pretty, or did he phrase that differently?
Oh, he said pretty foul. You have a pretty foul mouth.
Oh,
Remember when you guys had that live show with Big Time Garbage and I choked in the audience on a Skittle because I was laughing?
Yeah, dude.
It was actually because your mouth was so pretty and I was just like fascinated by it and I had to rush out
Thanks,
the room and go masturbate.
Thanks, dude.
if I see
Honestly,
something too pretty, I too will start choking.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
and
yeah.
honestly, as a live theater person who likes to be on stage, that's the best compliment somebody can give me is that my performance made them run out of the room to go masturbate. That's what I'm looking for.
Sure. Oh, anyway, you guys, since you're not podcasting, you want to hear this character I'm working on?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Hey. You ever go to the park and then you see the birds? It makes me think about my dad. That's all I have. It's not really good.
Dude,
No, it's great. That's
bravo.
great.
Holy
I'm so glad we're not
shit.
live though. So I think,
Oh my
I'm still
God.
working on it.
Hey, man. Wow. I could feel the pain. That's like some uncut gem shit right there.
Yeah, I'm working on some stuff with those brothers who did that movie. So I'm just kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good
the
talk,
Farrelly
guys. I'm
brothers.
glad you guys are doing all right.
Yeah, staying safe.
Yeah, Gorilla Shark on Twitter.
And it's,
talk to you-
gorilla.
what?
It's gorilla like the radio, and shark just like the normal animal.
Yeah, Gorilla like the freedom fighters in Cuba, that
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
heroes.
Yeah.
And then and then Shark.
And
Like
Shark
once,
like
that-
Rage
once
Against the
again,
Machine.
there's a reason that we
Yeah.
evolved away from those stink monsters that are gorillas. They're not
Yeah.
great. They should be called lame apes. And I
Now,
refuse
did-
to support any
Did
simian.
your family ever get your cousin back after he was abducted by that gorilla, or is he still living out in the woods?
No, Andy. Thank you for bringing that up during a time of crisis.
I'm sorry.
Fuck, man.
I'm sorry.
He was torn apart by a silverback, and you fucking bring that
Oh.
up?
That's
Jesus,
terrible.
you're lucky your mouth is so pretty. All right, boys,
Yeah.
I'm off. I'll see ya.
Bye.
Be careful out there, Luke.
Our first
Love ya.
two-time caller.
Love you, bud.
Wow.
Two-time
Wow.
caller.
Our first two-time caller in one episode. Incredible.
Yeah.
For first two-timer, what are we talking about? My ex-wife?
So, what?
She left me.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry about that. I can't
It's my
believe
own fault.
I can't believe she left you for the torn up remains of Luke's cousin.
Yeah, that was a real shot to my self-esteem.
Yeah, like you're
but I'm
not
getting over it. Not a
you're
big
not
deal.
as good of a husband as a bunch of like ripped up body parts.
She would sometimes say, like, hey, do you want to role play? Can you sound like you're just a bunch of ripped up, disconnected body viscera in the woods? And I would say, what noise does that make? And she would say, no noise, be silent.
No
And
noise.
so I would be, but
Can you make it look like your arm's over here and the rest of you's over there? That kind of stuff.
yeah. And she would ask for that a lot. And I really didn't know how to give her that.
Darren's still here.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, we're just looking at your thigh.
Wait, what?
We're just looking at your thigh or your knee. Yeah.
Oh,
your knee.
I didn't realize you guys. I forgot you guys can only see the cat cam. My bad. I added a new camera, so you guys are just seeing my
Really?
knee.
Cool, man.
is your
But the cat's not in the cat cam anymore. so I have the camera off.
Was
and
that?
just-
Are you taking Dan's note to heart that there should be more stuff on the screen?
Yeah, I was trying to. I was getting the cat cam.
Good.
That was my next strategy. Was get a cat cam, and then we'll get famous because we have a cat. But now she left.
I was really I really enjoyed Mr. Bergstrom in the classroom as the cowboy. He feeds the kids pemmican, which is just like animal fat,
Right.
like hard animal fat, and then he sings an informationally correct version of Home on the Range. So like each line he sings, and then he like whispers to a kid what actually happened out there, which is very funny. Like where the deer and the antelope play, and then he gets down and he's like, actually, the people on the range only used the tongue of the antelope, unlike the Native Americans who used every piece and threw the rest away. They were very wasteful people, and then continued to sing the song. It was a very good bit.
Before that, he says there are 3 things about me that are anachronistic or whatever. What are they?
Yeah.
And Lisa names like 2 things, and then goes, "And you're Jewish. There were no Jewish cowboys." And he goes,
Yeah,
"That's correct, Lisa. Actually, I'm also wearing a digital watch, but I'll accept that too."
Yeah, and then he says, and for the record, there were a few Jewish cowboys, and they were great. They were great shots. They were great shots, and they spent money freely.
It's such a weird, fun run.
Yeah.
One point refer to his Semitic good looks.
Yes. Yeah. But obviously, Lisa falls deeply in love with this man. There was a solid Graduate reference. Obviously, Dustin Hoffman is the Graduate, and Mrs. Krabappel trying to go to Bone Zone with Mr. Bergstrom, and they show him through her leg, and Mrs. Krabappel, you're trying to seduce me. Classic.
Freaking love Bone Zone.
I love it too. That was my favorite. That's my favorite show from TNT, The Bones Zone.
I liked Bonezo the Clown.
The Bozo Own.
Yeah.
Ditto, brother. Ditto. I also really appreciated Lisa going home and being like completely head over heels for her substitute and like listing off all the cute stuff he does to her mom. And she's like, yeah, your father makes me feel that way too. Or like, yeah, that's how I think about your dad. And she's like, no, you don't understand. Like his smile brightens up her mood. She's like, I appreciate little things about your father too. And she's like, no, you don't get it. You don't get it. Like Lisa's completely incapable of thinking of her father as like a gentleman or somebody that anybody would have any like romantic interest in whatsoever.
It's perfect.
Yeah. She's like, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. And Marge is like, yes, I will have a conversation with you, but you need to understand that I also feel that way about your father. Very funny.
And I mean, not to jump ahead, but I forgot how much of a redemption arc Homer has in this episode.
Yeah.
After being a disgusting piece of shit nearly the entire thing until the last 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, and that is such a like that's a classic Simpsons turnaround, is to watch him get it, and he like gets it, and
I love to watch him get it.
Even dude, I fucking love watching Homer get it. You know,
I love seeing Homer get it.
Dude, this is Homerphilia. We love Homer. That little round motherfucker.
He can get it. He can get it. He can grab it. He can flip it up. I'll flip it right back down.
I'll fucking flip it down. He can grab it. I'll fucking twist it around. You know what I'm talking about. He's basically like a snowman with feet. Like, I'll fucking roll that dude down the hill, fucking, he'll roll it back up. You know what I mean, dude?
Bro, he can bop it, and then I'll twist it.
Dude, I'll fucking flick it, dude. I'll fucking flick it all night. He can bop it. I'll twist it around, flick it, throw it down, bro.
Holy shit, dude. He'll flick it. I'll flop it, and he'll
yeah.
and then I'll punt it. Who cares, man?
This whole goddamn time, I'm skipping it, dude. I'm skipping it round and round, all the way to Pound Town.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, skip it to Pound Town.
It is like he doesn't believe that his speech is sweet and genuine at the end, because he's like tripping over himself to apologize for not getting it, when in fact he's totally getting it in that moment. And Lisa sees that, and they make up. And like him doing like the monkey stuff, that was great. I love it. Like
Luke hated that.
He hated what? The monkey stuff?
I said Luke hated that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
His cousin.
Oh, I know. Poor Luke.
Lisa sees Homer. Lisa are often not for what he is, but for what he's trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like she just needs to see that he cares, even if he can't articulate it correctly.
Yeah, totally.
She has to be the bigger person in their emotional interactions.
And they, time and time again, like obviously, these two characters are never gonna see eye to eye, and they never will.
Yeah, because she's shorter than him.
she's like 2 feet shorter than him. They can't, but
never gonna see eye to eye.
These like Lisa arc episodes very often end with her and her father finding common ground. Like that's a very common way for a Lisa arc episode to end, and it's always so sweet and tender to watch them like find each other's level. Even when he goes up there with the intention of settling, like coming to terms with her, of calming her down, and he just straight up sits on her dollhouse and smashes it. Like that's how he starts. And he still saves. Yeah. That's
well, and
great.
I appreciate that him doing that bit of like pretending to be a monkey and like asking for a banana. Like Lisa's reaction is so childlike. Like, Dad, stop! You're being silly. And it's fun because Lisa never gives herself an opportunity to be silly. So for Homer to do that and allow her to be a kid and be funny and weird and silly is kind of satisfying because she's so self-serious.
Yeah. But this is for the entire episode, this is Lisa, as sophisticated a character as she is and as worldly as she is for an 8-year-old. This is Lisa having her moment or finding her first love, you know? And it's clumsy and weird, and she doesn't know how to handle it. She doesn't know how to find the emotional range that she's supposed to have. Everybody understands that feeling. Everybody knows that first time they had a huge crush on somebody, and they did that really honestly, even though it was her infatuation for a grown man.
Hey, you guys want to hear something?
Okay.
Here, you guys want to hear something?
Yeah.
Cat cam check in.
Yep.
I can see you just poking your cat with a microphone.
The listeners
right now.
could hear. The listeners could hear the purr.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking hell yeah. I love a good purr.
Who was your guys' first crush?
Oof. MC Scat Cat. MC Scat Cat.
Did MC Scat Cat reciprocate?
No. MC Scat Cat, after enlightening my life for a brief time, left for Capital City. I only found out before it was too late, and I chased him down to the railway station, and he left me a very sweet note that said, "Please don't call me anymore."
MC Scat Cat did have an album as well, correct?
Are you serious? I don't know.
I'm remembering. It is true. I'm looking it up right now. I remember being at my friend's house and listening to the MC Scat Cat album on his PlayStation 1, because you could put CDs in a PlayStation and listen to music. And I remember listening to MC Scat Cat's record. It was
That-
called.
That blows my mind.
What is it
I
called?
cannot believe there was an MC Scat Cat record.
It's called The Adventures of MC Scat Cat and the Stray Mob.
The
It
Stray
was very
Mob.
poorly reviewed. Yeah, it was
Wait,
very poorly reviewed.
You're telling me that didn't get good reviews? What? What?
It was not. The
That's
AV Club called it the least essential album of the 1990s in 1999.
That's like shade.
They also said, never has a mass-produced album been demanded by so few.
and fucking the Bart dance is in there. Like, there's like 6 different Simpsons albums of music, and this is less essential than that. That's incredible.
Can you imagine seeing a cartoon in a music video and being like, album?
We should. That cat's got legs. We should write a whole fucking album, dude. That's funny.
We should do a podcast about MC Scat Cat.
Yeah, again, like
We don't have enough to do.
If there's anybody out there watching, all the millions of people watching right now, we are desperate for ways to make this longer. Again, we only have about 15 or 16 years worth of episodes to do, weekly episodes. We need content. Please let us know of ways that we could extend this by doing mini runs of albums based on cartoon characters, anything like that.
Oh boy. So the dude who directed and created MC Scat Cat, he was the guy who did the Aha Take on Me video.
That
One of my favorite videos. I'm on this dude's Wikipedia page, and it says his son Jasper records music under the name Groundislava, which is an artist I listen to a lot.
Wow.
That's weird.
That's incredible.
Shout out to Groundislava.
Shout out to him in
Thank
D.
you. Shout out to him and thank you for creating MC Scat Cat.
So the B plot of this episode was also outstanding.
This could have been an A plot in another episode.
Absolutely. It was fantastic and fucking prescient. Like there were these little moments where Bart was
Wanted to throw up?
There was these where Bart was taking these legitimate complaints that Martin was issuing about the school and just flipping them and freaking everybody out. So Martin's like, this school, its insulation is 20% asbestos. And then you cut to Bart and he goes, we need more asbestos. That's not enough asbestos. My favorite one of these gags throughout the episode. So just briefly, if people didn't watch, Martin Prince, the King Dork, and Bart are running against each other for class president. And Bart is destroying Martin. Martin's got great ideas, and Bart is just whipping people into a frenzy. And there's like a montage of them campaigning. It was all phenomenal, but the best part was watching Martin paste up a poster that says a vote for Bart is a vote for anarchy. And then you pan down the hallway and Bart is also pasting up a poster that says a vote for Bart is a vote for anarchy. Like that shit is really funny to me. He's just like flipping it and like hell yeah, dude.
I love it. I love even aside from Bart flipping it, I just love that Martin is like campaigning on like 1.4 parts per million asbestos. Like, why is he discussing that with his third grade class?
I don't know.
They don't care.
We did have a non-verbal eat my shorts.
Right.
In this episode.
Does it count?
It counts. I counted it.
Cool.
Bart holds up an issue of the school newspaper, and the headline is "Bart to Martin, eat my shorts."
My shorts.
Very funny. Yeah, there was just some like classic bits in here. So finally, they hold the election over a recess period, and Bart holds a victory party at recess, which distracts everybody, and the only two people that vote are Wendell and Martin. So Martin wins. And then they've got that Harry Truman reference where he like Martin holds up the newspaper that says Simpson defeats Prince, and he's like pictured with it. Yeah, I loved it. And watching Martin be like all sweaty and nervous during the debates, like he's Nixon. It was all great. That whole B plot was like an A+.
Ooh, I think Trisha said in the comments Uncle Jesse, which I'm assuming is in relation to the first crush thing we discussed.
Oh, hers was of Jesse and the Rippers fame?
That's what it sounds like.
Wow.
I want to shout out to my friend Shelby, who I think she said her first crush was Balky from Perfect Strangers.
That's great. Yeah,
She said she had one of her that was a formative romantic and physical feeling she had for Bronson Pinchot as Balky in Perfect Strangers.
I do also want to just let you guys know that it totally tracks that Trisha's first crush would be Jesse from Uncle Jesse from Full House, because at this time in her life, Trisha's her favorite hobby was alphabetizing her Beanie Babies. So, that makes total sense.
Was his first name Uncle in the show? That is correct, right? His first name is Uncle. Canon. His last name was Jesse.
That's canon for sure. For sure. And it's also canon that their other uncle dated Alanis Morissette, and when they broke up, she wrote a bunch of songs about it.
Shout out to my brother Colin, who played hockey with Dave Coulier on Christmas Day last year, and I don't remember why.
What? What do you mean you don't remember why?
I don't know why. He came home on Christmas Day, like after going to his buddies, like dropping hockey Christmas, and he was like, Dave Coulier was there. I was like, okay.
Oh, so it wasn't like a charity event or anything? It was just like
no, it was just like a thing.
That is nuts.
Yeah, I don't remember there was like, it's not that I don't remember the context. There was no other context. It's just like, yeah, Dave Coulier was there.
That's incredible. That is phenomenal. But this episode had a lot of heart.
The "You Are Lisa Simpson" is one of the most iconic moments in Simpsons history.
And I loved so Mr. Bergstrom is like a Dead Poet Society style teacher. He's he's not like teaching the kids the curriculum. He's taking his opportunity to substitute in this class to like inspire the kids. So there's this scene where he's encouraging them all to show everybody their best talent, and it's all like one kid like rolls his eyelids over and one kid like shakes his face or whatever, and he cannot get Lisa to open up and play the sax. But then after school, she plays it outside his window to hear, just so he can hear it. And he's pulling the best out of her, and it was just, I don't know. This is fucking great. It's a great episode.
I remember in the oral history of The Simpsons, they said James Brooks contributed more to this episode than any other episode otherwise, and they said he wrote that whole chunk, the whole "You Are Lisa Simpson," in like one sitting, just like sat down, wrote the entire section of it.
Right.
And it just like was a thing he did. James Brooks is such a phenomenal part of this show.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I
And
love him. He co-created the Mary Tyler Moore Show, which I love. He's the fucking best.
this is a really good example of the style of Simpsons episode where we're going to see a lot for the next several seasons, where there's a dominant A plot and a B plot, and they don't ever mesh, but you never question why they should be together. Like, these two stories
Right.
never converge. They never converge, but they're both taking place in the school, and you're watching both Lisa and Bart struggle with Homer's acceptance. So the actual storylines never converge, but they are so intertwined thematically that the episode just like fucking comes together so hard. It's great.
Well, the convergence kind of is. They converge in that Homer needs to, kind of reconcile.
Yeah.
At the same time, so it kind of goes back to Homer, that definitely leads to that nice moment at the end for sure.
Yeah, and then he's 3 for 3 because he puts Maggie's bib binky back in her mouth, and I love that last little moment in the episode. Marge concerned what's going on up there, and he's like up, like he doesn't even want to talk about it for fear of jinxing it. He's like, I'm a perfect 3 for 3. I'm on the best roll of my life, and they just go to bed. Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
It's a good moment.
I also liked, Lisa's getting ready to invite Mr. Bergstrom over for dinner so she can get to know him a little more. Her mom is gonna let the substitute come over, but then Mrs. Hoover comes back, and she's back in class, and she lets the class know that her bout with Lyme disease was psychosomatic, and one of the kids goes, "Does that mean does that mean you're crazy?" And another one pipes up and goes, "That means she's faking it." And she goes, "Actually, kids, it's a little bit of both." Like, when the media hypes up an illness, it's just completely natural that you think you have it. So she's like, "I'm a little bit crazy and I'm a little bit faking it." That was really funny to me.
Very prescient. Very prescient.
Very.
I'm losing it. I love also when
I love the novel.
Lisa asks. I like when Lisa asks Marge about being able to have Mr. Bergstrom over, and Lisa goes on this run of questions like, "Can we serve this? Can we do this? Can we have wine? Can I have wine?" No, like, it's just a very kid excited.
Can I dye my shoes? Yeah. Can I dye my shoes pink? Yes. Do we have to invite Bart? Yes. Can we have wine? Yes. Can I have wine? No. Yeah.
I felt like there are some times where it feels like the Simpsons writers write Bart and Lisa as adults.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And other times they write them as, and they got the voice of kids down very well in that run.
I think they have a better handle of making Bart seem like a real kid, because so much, like, the character of Lisa has so much pressure as the moral center of the family. So these moments when you do see her just be an 8-year-old are really great.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite Lisa-centric episodes.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. So he leaves. Homer is more distraught over the fact that Bart loses the election, and they're having family dinner, and he's pretty torn up over the fact that Bart lost what is ostensibly a popularity contest, and he's trying to get Lisa to talk about why she's being so mopey, and she's like, well, I'm just whatever. My substitute teacher left. I knew you wouldn't understand. And he goes, just because I don't care doesn't mean I don't understand. that shit, that is one of the funniest lines. Oh man.
It was
Oh,
funny. That was
God.
very cutting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're Homer, they use Homer as a great way to just cut the bullshit sometimes. Like those lines, like, just because I don't care doesn't mean I don't understand, or this is a lesson for kids, don't try because it means you might not win, or like shit like that. Those are always great Homer moments.
Homemans.
Homemans. Yeah.
Moments.
Homemans.
Oh,
Darren, how are you doing over there?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm trying to not all talk at the same time. So I was sitting back a little bit while you guys talk more about this.
I feel that. It's hard.
I
not all
I
talk
think
at the same
that
time.
there was a couple other things too. The return of the infamous purple goop at the dinner table.
I saw
Oh
that.
yeah.
Definitely. It was just they each on their plates had a never-ending pile of purple goop.
Yeah.
I thought that Martin. I mean, this is really one of my first like real tastes of Martin. So I don't really know Martin very well up until this point in the show. I think we've only really had one other episode that he was really a part of, and that was the Bart. Was that the one where he dies or whatever? No. That was Bart Gets an F,
Bart
right?
gets an F.
They
Oh
were.
yeah,
Hey,
Bart.
cool. I'm dead.
In Bart Gets an F, he teaches Bart to be a better student, and Bart teaches him how to be a bad kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so that's really the only other taste of Martin I have. So he's a little piece of shit. I mean, he's annoying, but
He's a fucking stinker.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we don't really know him as a character. I mean, I don't up until this point.
He's just
so,
he's an ambitious dweeb.
yeah.
That's pretty much it.
But I feel like his ambition is
He's a Mayor Pete.
right. But I
yeah,
feel
he's
like
he's got Mayor Pete energy for
well,
sure.
right. I feel like his ambition and Lisa's ambition are at their core somewhat similar, but he's like kind of conniving and I don't know. I feel like Lisa doesn't care about the popularity contest of it, and Martin totally like needs the accolades.
Martin's
and
an
doesn't
asshole
want
when he can get away from
yeah,
it.
he just wants. It seems
know,
like he
he-
wants
he-
accolades without a ton of work or whatever. I don't know.
It was that. I think that's why it was so fun to watch Bart just pummel him with nonsense.
Right.
Even though like that's exactly the position we are in the real world. Like, but just like hearing Bart say stuff in a debate, like Martin says there's no easy answers. I don't think he's looking hard enough. Like, that's really funny. That's exactly
like
type
the
of
most
shit.
hurtful moment in this episode was Bart just sitting in his room being like, if just me, Millhouse, and whatever had voted, just if any of us had voted, I'm like, that is how I feel after every primary. I'm like, if just any of us had showed up,
Yeah.
if like,
Yeah.
it's so sad.
I did very much appreciate Homer's speech to make Bart feel better, where he's like, okay, so if you won, would you have to do a bunch more work? Yes. Would you get paid for it? No. Would you get to do any cool stuff like throw a pitch out at a Major League Baseball game? No. Then let the weenie do the job like that.
Let
and
the
Bart
baby
immediately
let the
feels
baby have
better.
his bottle is the line.
Yeah, let the baby have his bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good app.
I like my favorite Martin line, and we have not gotten to it yet. It's many years from now, but Bart steps onto a bus holding a geode for show and tell, and Martin goes, "Hello, fellow geodologist."
I know. Yes. My
I
favorite.
think about that a lot.
My favorite Martin moment, I think, is at the end of Bart of Darkness, the pool episode.
Yeah.
Where in order to combat Lisa becoming the coolest kid because the Simpsons got a pool, Martin has his parents build him an even better pool, but it breaks because too many kids were in it, and the kids like make fun of him and steal swimsuit, so he's just naked in the backyard in a broken pool, and the episode just is like showing him from the back, so you can see his naked body, and it just pans back as Martin slowly sings like a crooning love ballad. That's probably my favorite Martin moment.
Yeah.
That'll be the episode to get your tattoo from.
Yes.
None of us have tattoos, right?
I don't have any tattoos.
I don't have any tattoos.
We should get a Homerphilia tattoo.
We should all get Millpool.
If we make it to 5 years, I'll get a Homerphilia tattoo.
5 years?
If we catch up to the show.
Fuck you. You know what? We should get caught up to the show during the outbreak. Like
we
we're
very well might. We're burning through these.
We should fucking let's do 12 hours a day of Homerphilia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anna just cracked in because she could hear us talking and cracked into the room slowly, shaking her head because we're talking about tattoos.
Hi Anna, I love you. We're getting matching tattoos.
He said, Devin just said, "Hi Anna, I love you. We're getting matching tattoos."
No, you're not.
She said, "Hi Devin, love you too." No, you're not. What? Oh, she said yes if she gets to pick them.
Oh yeah, deal.
Yeah, okay, I'm in.
But it's got to be The Simpsons.
He said it's got to be The Simpsons, but deal.
I picked The Simpsons tattoo.
She picks The Simpsons
Wait,
tattoo.
time out.
Deal.
Does she get to pick a different one for each of us, or does she have to pick one that we all
We all
get?
get the same one. We all get the same one.
All right, good.
She gets to pick what and where, but it's got to be Simpsons, and it's got to be a tattoo.
And it's got to be a tattoo. As opposed to what? I love it. And it's got to be a tattoo.
Oh man. I did also like Darren, why are you showing us this now?
The cat cam.
I did also appreciate
Show us what that pussy do.
That run at the museum. The Natural History Museum is closing, so Marge begs Homer to bring Lisa so they can bond. Because really, for the first 18 minutes of this episode, you're watching a relationship crumble between father and daughter. And Homer does not care. But Marge sees it, everybody sees it, and she begs Homer to bring her to the museum. And you get a great run of Homer and Mr. Bergstrom and Lisa at the museum. Homer is like berating the ticket taker at the museum for their donation policy as opposed to ticket policy, like calling her a sucker, like a sucker and a chump for asking for donations instead of for tickets. And when Mr. Bergstrom goes to pay, he's like, no, you don't have to pay. And eventually, Bergstrom has, he reaches out. He's like, Homer, you're losing. Like he kind of slaps Homer in the face.
Yeah.
With it. Yeah.
I love Bergstrom dunking on him a little bit.
Yeah. It was great. And even Lisa tries to find him and goes to his apartment, and he's already moved out, but his apartment neighbor is also like massively in love with him. Just like every woman that comes into contact with this like sensitive, intelligent man just immediately falls in love with him. Yeah.
He's a sensitive boy. I get it. And or goes.
Do you guys have a favorite joke from this ep?
Oh yeah. Okay, so Martin is campaigning on the platform of him getting the full ABCs of science fiction writers, and he goes Asimov, someone else, and someone else, and then someone goes like, I forget who he says for B, but yeah, he goes Ray Bradbury, and Martin just goes, I'm familiar with his work.
Yeah. Wendell,
Which is like, ugh.
Wendell's like, what about Ray Bradbury? Work.
Like,
Very-
it's just, it means someone in the writer's room doesn't fucking like Ray Bradbury.
He says Asimov. He says Arthur C. Clarke, and I can't remember the beat either. No. Fuck.
So one of the Simpsons writers hates Ray Bradbury.
Yes, absolutely. My guess is at this point, I don't know. I did notice that Greg Daniels was a producer on this, which means that dude has been like a home run sitcom champion for like 30 years at this point.
You go SNL, Simpsons, King of the Hill,
And
The Office.
The
Parks and
Office,
Rec.
Parks and Recreation, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, he just makes hits. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And they people involved with King of the Hill have talked about what Mike Judge's vision was for that show, and how it just systematically would not have worked if Greg Daniels didn't hop on board. So
We're doing King of the Hill after this, right?
yeah, of course.
Greg Daniels, man, he's great. He was also on Not Necessarily the News, I think. And I think he also wrote an episode of Seinfeld. He wrote the parking space episode,
That guy,
which is crazy. I mean, can you imagine that track record?
yeah, just everything he's ever done is just a hit. I don't know. I'm sure that
Must be
there's
nice.
I'm sure there's some pilot or some fucking thing that flamed out or whatever, but that dude knows how to make TV, hands down. And like so many different styles and so many different genres and so many different ways to make jokes. He understands how to they're all, I mean, I guess most sitcoms are ensemble pieces once you mix it down. Like, the general formula is, like somewhere between 5 and 10 main people and then expand from there.
Yeah.
But he's really got that down, from the King of the Hill to The Office, Parks and Rec.
Oh,
Like-
fuck. He did Seinfeld before The Simpsons.
Really?
That's crazy. Yeah, he did. He wrote that episode of Seinfeld before coming to The Simpsons, which is crazy to me.
Oh, I was watching some like season 6 stuff earlier today, so I might have messed that
Oh,
up.
no, wait. I might be lying.
At some point, he was involved with The Simpsons. I don't
No,
know.
he
if it was-
definitely is. They might be co-current. I'm sorry. I'm on his Wikipedia page. Anyway, I was down a rabbit hole.
Karen, did you have a favorite joke from this episode?
I like the whole run of the song, the Home on the Range updated or edited song.
Yeah.
I thought that
was
was
very
that was a good bit.
That was a great bit. I'm probably gonna go just because I don't care doesn't mean I don't understand. That's like
That is
that's
a
like-
killer one.
that is quintessential Homer shit right there. Just cutting through everything to get to exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Homer is. Just showcasing his stupidity in a form of like astuteness. So Darren, you teased it a little bit. You said you are not changing your favorite episode.
I am not.
So
not
you
at
are
all.
still with Bart the Daredevil?
This is easily number 2 for me, but I'm still with Bart the Daredevil.
I am 100% changing.
I'm changing mine.
Yeah, this is
This
absolutely
is not a
it for me.
funny. This is not a laugh out loud, laugh right, funny episode,
Right.
but
I
it
think
has
there was a-
more heart.
I think this was a fucking genuinely funny episode.
You know what? I would go out on a limb and say if the three of us had watched it together, I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more, and I probably would have changed it. But I enjoyed watching Bart the Daredevil more than I enjoyed watching this one, and maybe
virus is
maybe
tearing us
coronavirus is the
Thanks a lot,
culprit.
coronavirus.
But I I don't know. I had a good time watching Bart the Daredevil.
That makes sense.
You know what? It's also nice that we've broken it up a little bit. It's
Yeah.
nice when we're not all feeling the same way on all of them.
Yeah. It's been. I mean, it's been a long time. Bart the Daredevil was at the beginning of this season, so we've all been in
20 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Roughly.
But yeah, this is Simpsons to me. This is what they do best. When the show is humming along at its finest, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Solid, like front to back, incredible storytelling with great character development, and watching characters come together. An incredible amount of jokes, like just joke. Maybe not laugh riot, but everything was amusing and funny. And there were a couple like solid, like actually LOL moments. Great cultural references that are just like slid in there, infused into the heart of the show, and then a great payoff at the end. Guys, this is fucking Simpsons, man. This is Simpsons.
Dude, the line delivery of Lisa's lines when she's on the train platform and she's so sad, heart-wrenching. And then the note, "You're Lisa Simpson," that always gets me. I always tear up a little bit at that one. I love that.
It's a phenomenal episode. The best one yet for me. I'm sorry you don't feel so, Darren.
It's close. I mean, it's like number 2 for me.
Yeah.
What a good one.
What a good one. I think that's our show, guys, right?
Sponsors, man. Sponsors.
I don't have much else other than sponsors.
Oh, we got sponsors. That's right. We got sponsors.
My sponsor is very simply the Kitty Cam. The Kitty Cam is in the bottom middle of the screen. My cat is sitting peacefully in the Kitty Cam right now. So this is the formerly sick baby cat Ghost sitting here. So Kitty Cam for all your cat camera needs.
I would like to shout out our sponsor, Gorilla Be Gone. Don't let any of your loved ones be captured by a gorilla. Spray your house down with Gorilla Be Gone today.
Oh boy, that actually kind of that's trouble because my sponsor is Gorilla Treat Baits, and that's gorilla treats you put on your lawn to attract gorillas to make them come there. So, ooh boy, wow, conflicting this whole thing.
Conflicting. It's just like a normal podcast would have a Casper and a Lisa ad in the same episode. We're golden. There's plenty of Homerphilia love to go around for both ways.
We do want to also do our new segment, which is safety tips. So do you guys want to go around and I'll do one safety tip during these trying times?
Sure. Yes. Yes. My safety tip is if you leave an entire set of white leather couches on your curb, let the people picking them up handle them, and don't go out and help because we're supposed to stay 6 feet apart from each other. Just watch from your front door as they struggle to get the white leather couches into their pickup truck. Don't lift a finger to help, and maybe shout a couple encouraging words out at them. Let them know that you're not being a bad person. You're just worried about contracting the most deadly virus of our generation.
Totally.
But do not help them in any way whatsoever.
Right. Don't help them. My tip for the end times is, are you cleaning your house and reorganizing your stuff? Do you have a trailer? Pull your trailer up outside your window so you don't have to go up and downstairs to throw garbage away. It's very convenient. Park a big trailer right outside your window and throw garbage right into it.
And my safety tip, of course, is after you use the restroom when you're wiping, go back to front and then keep working your way up your stomach and then get up to your neck and then across your mouth and face.
Again.
One fell swoop.
It's way more sanitary to go neck, back, pussy, crack, but that's just me.
I'm all for the head, shoulders, knees, then toes, then knees, then toes.
You never get to the butt though.
No,
Like
that's not important.
Yeah, you are wiping every part of your body but your asshole.
you're wiping every part of the body
Yeah.
but the part that needs to be wiped.
Right, that's the important parts. The knees and toes.
Take a shit,
knees and
clean your
toes.
feet. That is it.
We will be back this Sunday at 7 p.m. We will be watching the seminal episode, The War of the Simpsons.
Yay.
S2 E21, baby.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
20,
everybody.
episode 20. We'll be watching The War of the
20.
Simpsons.
Oh, my bad.
So check that shit out on Sunday. Watch. Please call in. Enjoy what we're doing. The Planet Ant has a ton of live streams going on. Bunch of different stuff every day of the week. We are trying to help you through this bullshit, and we enjoy that you are interested in what we're doing. It's giving us a chance to maintain some semblance of normalcy in these trying times. So please watch, interact, call, like, subscribe.
Hit the Planet Ant Venmo.
Hit the Planet Ant Venmo. We're all just trying to fucking get through this shit together. So
Yay. All right, everybody. We will see you on Sunday. Bye.